Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. I want to share about how God provides for his people. God is so faithful. He's faithful Father, and he provides for his people. The only thing is that the way that he provides is different from the way that we expect him to provide, but nonetheless, he provides. And it's brought to mind in regards to his people, the chosen ones, the Israelites, and how he freed them from being slaves in Egypt to go into the land of Canaan. Now, that in itself was a journey, but how he had the Israelites to go to their neighbors, the Egyptians, and borrow. Can you imagine that? You're a slave and you're asking your Egyptian neighbors, "Oh, can I borrow your gold? Can I borrow your silver?" Because God had them to strip Egypt from the finest of the finest. So they left out of there. You can say they might have been slaves, but they left out of there millionaires because they stripped Egypt of the finest of the fine that they had. But nonetheless, on their journey, how, getting in the wilderness, how he provided even before then, the water, the Red Sea, how it was before them. And then, Pharaoh was like, he came to himself like, wait a minute, they're leaving with everything that we have. And so now they're charging after him. But with that, God said, go forward, that he would be with them. He said, the Egyptians that you see this day, you will not see ever again. And how he had Abraham, all these, he had Moses to stretch out his rod, and how the waters departed and allow them, the Israelites, to walk on dry land, not muddy, sloshy land. They walked on dry land. And God allowed it to be where the very last step, the last sandal that, crossed over on the other side of the Red Sea, that he had the, Pharaoh and his army coming behind them, coming by, just sometimes in life people can just be so consumed with the anger and the hatred and just the ugliness of it all, trying to do bad to people, that they don't see you're putting yourself in harm. They didn't see, he might have thought, okay, well, they went through, we're going to go through too. But no, God had favor on his people, the Israelites. They did not. So as they're like, we just say midway in, God just closed up the waters, and hey, he kept true to his word when he said, the Egyptians that you see this day, you will never see again. And that just gave me a true understanding that God is the only one that when he says you'll never or never see, never happen, he's the only one. Any other person can say, we can all say, oh, I'll never do that, or that will never. No, 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 no. Only God is the only one who can say never, and never is truly never. But how he provided for his children and the Israelites, how he provided manna for them, how he provided, water for them. He made provisions for them. And the topper of them all, 40 years. 40 years he kept them. Everyone died of natural causes. They were just old. But nonetheless, God kept them. And I'm like, is that not the best, is that not the best healthcare plan? To know that God kept them and he was faithful to his promise in keeping his people. Now, they weren't an easy bunch. They were stubborn. They were stiff-necked, as he called them. He had to even give them quail that were so much that it came, like a stench in their nostrils. So again, but God provided. Just to know that God provided, and he'll do the same thing for you. He's the God of yesterday, today, and forevermore. He's our one true constant that never changes. So I hope that helps. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. And until the next time, go out and be the good that you want to see in the world. Be blessed.